Pardon the interruption for the annual Sundance Tinker VR application. This year we moved studios, we completed a demo for the Oculus Launchpad, and we also conquered our biggest hurdle, which is using 3 inputs locally. We've tried several different other things, including the Leap Motion, Steam 2.0 with the Vive Knuckles, and none of them had either the user experience or wasn't even capable of doing this. We ultimately got the Manus VR gloves about a week ago, and I'm super excited to share with you today where we have footage of 3 inputs done locally in a localized space in one computer system. This is monumental for our experience. This will allow us to finish this year after 5 years of working on this project. So now back to your regularly scheduled Tinker VR Sundance application.
Hello, my name is Lou, and I'm the creative director of Tinker, a VR experience that utilizes real-time facial and motion capture to showcase what it's like to lose someone with Alzheimer's disease. This story was inspired by my grandfather's own battle with Alzheimer's that began over 5 years ago. And he recently passed away, so this is dedicated to him and also to everyone that's been working on the project that has been affected by the disease. So there's lots of small details, like I wanted to believe poster and the old computer and also the oscilloscope that my grandfather had. All these objects are interactable, so this will make a unique dynamic experience for every participant, meaning that if I'm more into the radio, we can interact and dynamically have a conversation about the jazz radio station instead of the rock station. Now, as you can see, I'm in full motion capture, meaning I'm in iKinema Oron, which is utilizing the Vive trackers along with the facial capture technology, FaceWare.
And we're going to utilize the Manus VR gloves to get finger tracking in VR. Previous loop was wrong.
Have facial and hand tracking in a more reliable way rather than using IMU sensors. So let's take a deep dive into the design of Tinker.
So let's talk about the design of the grandfather's workshop. Everything in this workshop was inspired by my grandfather's own workshop when I was a little kid, including the I Want to Bleed poster behind me. Everything in this environment is interactable, including the computer, the phone, the radio, and including the oscilloscope behind me. We chose to do a painterly style because we wanted it to be applicable to multiple different audiences, and also to really showcase the disease based upon a character-driven thing and a character 3D type of style that people are more relatable to than a realistic point of view. And also we wanted to avoid uncanny valley. So besides all this being interactable, this is where the environment you grow up in the experience, including the crib, which is over here. This will be where you first introduce into the world and you get to learn how to interact with different objects in the world and how the world will change as you grow up.
You start the experience as an infant. You grow up as an adolescent, first learning how to touch things in the world and interacting with things. As well as time goes on, you're able to do much more things because you grow up and the scales change and how the objects you interact with persist through the environment. As you age and gain agency in the world, you can help the grandfather through the other tasks that he's doing and the puzzles that will be in our experience. As time goes on, eventually you'll have to aid the grandfather as he loses agency in the world, and with the objects you've interacted with that are persisting throughout, he will lose those memories that you've created together. So eventually you will be guiding him through the experience rather than him guiding you through the experience. So that's just a little preview of our first scene. As you can see, there's a lot of different elements that we can play around with using an actor and interactivity. So let me introduce you to Randy Dixon, who was our performer for the piece, and not me.
All right, thanks, Lou. Yeah, I'm an improviser. I've been improvising for about 40 years, and I'm artistic director of Unexpected Productions in Seattle, Washington. Do all kinds of improvisation, from creating forms to playing forms to touring worldwide, doing improv. And this project is so exciting for me because it's brand new technology, it's very different, and it's a very fun environment to improvise in, especially with other people. It creates a very dynamic and unique experience.
So having everything interactable is really going to be able to push the improv and push the story forward, and everyone will create their own memories with different objects. And I really think that we can showcase Alzheimer's by using this methodology. Well, thank you for taking the time to hear about our project, and I really want to thank everyone on the team, and hopefully we'll see you at a film festival or an event near you someday. Thanks.